There are 5 wealth killers that are secretly or silently stealing money from your bank accounts or even from investments without even you knowing about it. Today, I'm going to break down these 5 wealth killers so that you can be able to avoid them and improve your finances now and for your future. The number one wealth killer is not usually talked about a lot, but it is divorce. Anytime a couple divorces, everyone risks losing their investments, money, property, losing half of that to their partner. And this becomes financially devastating, and especially if you had worked hard for your finances and for your properties or any investments. According to statistics, the US has a record as the 6th highest divorce rate. 40 to 50% of first marriages end in divorce, and the percentage increases even with the second and in the third marriage. What you need to know is divorce does not only cause you emotional drain, but it also affects your finances. If you divorce, the court forces you to share half of what you have gained, whether it was before marriage or during the marriage, to your partner. And this happens especially if couples have not signed prenup. And prenup does not sound like anything romantic because people do not like having conversation about it because you feel like I am with this person forever, for better or worse. But there are a lot of uncertainties that comes after you living in the person and knowing a person, and you realize this is not the right person for you and you want to exit. So it is safe to sign a prenup before you get married so that you can protect what you have built and what you will build during the marriage. The hidden cost that comes with divorce is selling a joint owned home. If you are living in a home that you had already bought, you and your partner, you'll be forced to sell it so that you can share that amount. And in most cases, you are in a hurry to finish your divorce case, so you'll be forced to sell it at a very low price compared to the market value because both of you do not have time or the luxury of waiting until when someone buys the property. The other thing you lose is your retirement savings. You'll be forced to withdraw your retirement savings so that you can share it with your partner. And when you withdraw retirement savings before the time that you need to retire, you will receive a penalty. That means that is another money lost. Another expense is relocation. No one likes moving out. Moving out and relocating places is expensive. Looking for a house, buying deposit, signing a new contract, buying new things, that's a lot of money, and that means you're going to lose that money. Another place where people lose money during divorce is business ownership drama. So if you are there was a business that you are doing together with your partner, then it means you have to share it half. So you either dissolve the business or continue owning the business as you part ways. And this one it does not only cost you finances, but it also costs you mentally and psychological torture. Imagine you are divorcing with someone and you do not want ever to see them, but because you had joint business and joint company, you'll be forced to run that business with them. Another area where people lose a lot of money during divorce is legal fees. That attorney you are going to hire to represent you in the court during divorce cases, that is also money lost. It could have been used to invest in other areas. And lastly is the mental torture and health toll. Divorce affects both parties and it can make you go downhill, become mentally unstable. That means you need to buy medicine to keep you healthy. You'll also need to pay for therapy. Therapy is not cheap. And while you are in this moment of divorce, you'll not be able also to make money because you're not mentally stable at this point. You're not thinking about making money, you're not thinking about advancing your business, you're not thinking about investment. You are just going emotionally and mentally downhill, and you will need time to recover so that you can come back to handle business. If you do not want to lose your money because of divorce, then it's advisable you sign a prenup way before you get married. Even though most people don't accept signing prenup, but it's highly advisable in this day and age to sign a prenup. And also another important thing is to choose wisely the person you're going to marry, because they will determine how much finances you'll be able to acquire throughout your marriage, and it will also determine whether you are going to last long. If you last long, well and good. you're not going to divorce, so you won't lose money. Wealth killer number 2 is owning a car. Owning a car is a good thing, it's a good convenience, and it just takes you whenever you want to go conveniently. But one thing you need to understand is investing in luxury cars that are money pits, that are taking money from your pocket at a very high speed as compared to how much money you are making, then that becomes a money pit. And in most cases, it's advisable for you to get a car that has been used, because it has already depreciated in value, maybe 3 to 5 years after it has been used and it's still in good condition. That one will save you that gap of depreciation if you had bought a new car. Even though society glorifies status that comes with buying specific cars, but do not fall for this trap if you are not making enough money to sustain that lifestyle. And even if you're making enough money to sustain that lifestyle, there are better ways to use that money for, instead of spending it every now and then trying to maintain a very expensive and luxurious car. Wealth killer number 3 is not investing. You are always listening to these videos, you're always listening to videos on investments, but you're always on the sideline. You do not want, you fear investing. You do not want to go and invest your money. You do not want to save your money in a money market fund account. You do not want to save your money in a high yield interest account. You are always waiting and saying all these things will come crashing down and no one will be able to get money. That's a very dangerous mindset, because people have been able to save over a long period of time and they have been able to enjoy the interest that come with saving their money in high yield account. So do not be a bystander. Get in and start investing as early as now, because when you start early, you will get more benefits. So the earlier you start saving and you become consistent in it, the more you will get to enjoy the fruits of compounding interest. So if you have not yet built that emergency fund, you have not yet started saving in a money market fund account, you have not started saving your money in high yield interest account, then after watching this video, please go ahead and open an account and start saving. Don't say, I have little money. It is that little money that you put today. Tomorrow you'll add another little money. It will become twice as much. The following day you'll add another amount of money. It will become 3 times as much. And as you continue like this, by the end of the year, you'll be proud of yourself that you have saved around 50,000 shillings. You have saved 100,000 shillings. That will motivate you even the following year to continue. The goal is to remain consistent over a long period of time, and you'll be able to enjoy the benefits. Wealth killer number 4 is ignoring inflation. And one way to know if you're ignoring inflation is how you save your money. If you're saving your money in a traditional bank account, then you are openly ignoring inflation. You need to save your money in accounts that give you interest that is above the inflation rate, because money will lose value. It has always lost value since, and it will continue losing money. What 1,000 could have bought for you 5 years ago, now it can't buy you similar products. You will need to maybe pay more, like 1,500 or even 2,000 more to get a similar product. If you are ignoring the effect of inflation by saving in your traditional bank account, then you are missing out. That money is losing value as it sits in that traditional bank account. Take it and put it in a money market fund or in a high yield interest according to where you're watching me from. Every country has places where they can save their money and get interest from them, and then the interest is usually compounding. Always remember, if your money is not growing, it is shrinking. The 5th wealth killer is lifestyle trap. Have you heard about people who always want to buy the latest thing in the market, whether it's a gadget, it's a phone, it's a car, it's clothes, it's jewelry? They just go with that lifestyle. And every time something new comes up, they are on it. And this is a very dangerous trap, because you'll always be spending the money that you are earning. Even if you're making a lot of money, you'll end up spending 80 to 90% of that money and remain with little or nothing which you can even save. This kind of lifestyle bars you from creating real wealth, because you are not investing in stocks, you're not investing in shares, you are not saving in a high yield savings account. You are basically spending everything that you are making. So every time you get that pay raise, instead of upgrading your lifestyle or upgrading that phone or upgrading that car or upgrading your closet, see into it that you upgrade your investment portfolio. See into it that you upgrade your savings. See into it that you upgrade your emergency fund account, because these things will help you become financially stable. Especially the emergency fund will help you sort simple emergency that require money without you going into debt. And the best way to manage or to avoid the trap of lifestyle, it is through delayed gratification. Always save for what you want to buy, especially for big purchases. You can save first and then buy. Even if you can't save 100% of the item, you can save at least 60%, so that even if you take a loan that can cover up the 40%, it becomes easier for you to manage the loan and still live comfortably. Avoiding all these 5 wealth killers will help you improve your finances and help you become more financially stable and help you make better choices in life. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends so that they can benefit from listening to this video. See you in the next one.